welcome back to the channel. We got a fun one. I finally got the Beam Team, the 1992 Beam Team members only NBA basketball set done. If you've been following my channel at all, follow me on X, any of that stuff, you've probably seen me post stuff about it or talk about it or any number of things. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna check out what I've had graded. Everything's been graded in tag. And so let me know your thoughts on it and let's get started. Let's jump into it. I know I got the baseball set up still, but until I get a better background and all that, we're gonna kind of leave it. But let's just jump into it. Let's see what we have here. I'm just gonna start showing some of these here and we'll talk about them here. So Mark Price, one of my favorite cards in the entire set. He's just such an interesting picture. Got a 9 on that one. I was so excited to get this 9 on this card. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun putting this set together here. All right, let's grab another one here. Little Scottie Pippen, got an 8.5 on this one. I just love this card. I actually really like how the members only is like this imprint. It's almost tough to see. Could be a little bit of a pain when you're trying to buy these on eBay and someone doesn't have a very good picture to make sure it's actually the right set that you want. Here's Clyde Drexler, got an 8.5 on this one. Such a great shot on some of these too. And some of the shots are just interesting. Some of them are a little weird, like the Mark Price one. And some of them are just these iconic looking ones like the Clyde there. Reggie Miller taking a nice shot there. There's a sniper from the 3-point line. Members only on that. Just, I love this set. And if you collected in the 90s, you grew up in the 90s, I mean, this is 90s basketball right here. Kevin Johnson with Phoenix Suns here. Got an 8.5 on that. Then I got some tough grades. David Robinson, got a 7 on that. Whew. A lot of the Beam teams I noticed, and I checked out some of these reports on Tag's website, and a lot of them had that top to bottom centering. You can actually tell here how bad that top to bottom is on this. And if it's off a lot, that'll dock your grade a lot. So Tag is pretty strict on centering. Patrick Ewing, got a 7.5 on that. And I'm not regrading these. I'm not trying to get some massive high grade on this set. I wanted to find this set. I wanted to grade it because I want them displayed nicely. And it's fun also just sometimes seeing what you get, right? So Dennis Rodman grabbing a rebound, it looks like. I mean, just again, like this action, kind of almost like a candid shot, right? Just really candid. Some of these are just the photos you would think that you wouldn't be submitting sometimes, right? Let's go ahead. Let me grab one of these over here. This is one of the higher graded ones I had, Jeff Malone. I think this is the first one I got that at a 9. I do have some others that I got a 9 with. We'll go ahead and put this one up here. Since we got a 9 on it, we'll go ahead and move Reggie out of the way here. This is a great shot here on Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins right there, just such a great shot, just great dunk shot right there on that one. I just love that one. And this is the first Tag card I ever had graded. Part of my first submission at least, and it's the first one I ever saw. The first grade I ever received back from Tag was the Tim Hardaway Beam Team. Got a 7 on it. And I remember looking at that and I'm like, oh, that's cool, I got a 7, you know? And realizing, hey, that's actually fairly low grade, right? For, I guess, a fairly modern card. I mean, these are what, 30 years old, so they're not that fresh. Jeff Hornacek here, 8.5. Again, nice little shooting shot right there. We have Glenn Rice, got an 8 on that. I think there's 21 cards in the set, right? This is card 8 of 21, so there's 21 cards total in the set. And John Stockton making an assist. I mean, but just look at some of these, like, look at his face right there. It's just kind of just these action, kind of candid shots of, yeah, I just love the set. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put another 9 up here. So we'll put Stockton right up there, and let's go ahead and Chris Mullin, another shooter. 8-5 on the Chris Mullin here. Love the crowd in the background, all that stuff. So, all right. So now some of the really iconic ones, I think. Old Charles Barkley, Sir Charles. Again, looks like he's grabbing a rebound. You know, they got the Dennis Rodman grabbing a rebound. They got Charles Barkley grabbing a rebound. Got a 9 on this. I love the action shot here too. I really do. All right, we're gonna move Scotty. Switch those out. Put Scotty down right there. This one, I was super happy to get I got a 9 on it. I was so happy to get the 9 on this card, on that Hakeem. And it's just a great shot with the light in the background. I just love that one. All right, we got to move. Let's move KJ out of there. We'll put Hakeem the Dream over there. Sean Kemp was one of my favorites growing up. I just loved watching him play, just dunking the ball here. Such a great shot. We got some guy in the background just like walking down the stairs here. Should be paying attention, man. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move Mark Price. We'll put Sean Kemp right there. Oh, okay. So these are the ones I just got graded. The first one was a Karl Malone Beam Team. It was a 7 from PSA. If you remember when I made a video about this one, and I said, hey, what do you think I'm gonna get? All right, and so this one, I ended up sending it in. This is the Tag S score, actually, and I ended up on that Karl Malone getting a 9. A 918, so a fairly low 9, but a 9. And I knew it wasn't a 7. I looked at that, and I really don't think, I think this is actually a legitimate grade on here. You could possibly argue it should be an 8.5 maybe. Obviously, it does have some edge wear. It's a very low 9, but the front is probably so good that it puts it over the edge. The back is not, the overall grade is more harsh towards the front of the card, and the front of the card is just so clean on this one. It's so clean here. Yeah, 918. All right, let's go ahead and let's put this one up here because it is, let's move John here. That's my new one that I got graded. All right, just got that in today. And then the next one I did a crossover as well, and this it was tough getting both of these cards. Actually, the Malone was tough to get. I bought that card a few times actually because I kept getting Malones that were severely damaged. I got one off of eBay that had glue on the front of it. And then the Shaq is an 8.5, and this one was Beckett. So a little Beckett 8.5 here. And that one ended up being an 8. This one went down. Now it's a high 8, almost an 8.5. An 850 is an 8.5. This is an 840 here. Again, these two, I actually got the 3-point scale on it because of the type of order I had in at the time. All right, so this one's an 8 here. Let's quickly go over and check out the Shaq on the website, and let's see why it's an 8. Why did it get graded down here? So all right, so here we are. It's an 840 score. It's actually the second one graded. Okay, all right, it's the second card graded of the Shaq. Okay, that's interesting. The front was an 860, the back was an 838. Some of the issues here, we have an ink defect in this location, ink surface defect, scratches here. Scratches are sometimes, ink defects you can see too, but scratches are sometimes easier to spot. You can actually really see it right here, this kind of off scratch. This is actually in region 1. So I do know that if you're closer towards the center of the card, right, it's gonna dock it more. So that's where that is, that scratch here. Let's go back and see if we can spot this. All right, let's see if we can spot it. I'm gonna try and see if, oh my god, yeah, I can see it. Let's see if you guys can spot that scratch. See it right there? Try and get it in the light. Right there. Now, it's gotta be a fairly minor scratch, because I've had stuff that's had like a fingernail imprint on it, and that'll take it down to like a 6.5. And so their technology has to be able to measure how damaging that scratch is. Okay, and so that gives you an idea of stuff that they can spot there on that. So we got a scratch going right there, and again, you can't really tell just looking at the front of the card, right? But so an 8 on that one. Let's go ahead and put this one up here. Now, there's one card you may notice is missing so far, and that is the Michael Jordan. Now, I did a crossover on this one too. This one was from an SGC. So we have a PSA crossover, went to a 9. We have a Beckett crossover, 8.5, went to an 8. And then the SGC crossover here. Now, this was an SGC 8.5. And this one is a 7 in tag. Now, this one I didn't get the 3-point scale on because I was just doing kind of the Tag X, the cheaper version of the grading. But I ended up having like a deal with Tag, and I got the S grading, so I went ahead and sent those cards in for that, just because I wanted to get the set complete and I didn't want to buy a whole new thing. So this one I did not get the score on for the S to see exactly why. You did get a report, it's just not a full report showing every defect. It shows the major defects, shows your centering and so forth. But I love this card. It's iconic. It's an amazing card. I got the set complete. I'm so happy I got the set complete. And this one is just so good. This card is so good. It's just, this set is just amazing. I mean, this is an amazing card. Both of these, obviously these are the big ones that people chase in this set, and they're both just great pictures, great cards. Beam Team classic set. All right, we gotta actually put this up here. So yeah, we gotta move. I'm gonna move Malone, even though it's a new one that I just got graded. I'm gonna move the Malone, put that right there. I hope you enjoyed seeing this set. It's an iconic set. What do you think about Tag? I've done a lot of grading with them. I have mixed feelings about certain things, but every grading company, you kind of have some mixed feelings about if you're honest with yourself. And so I've graded with PSA a lot, I've graded with Tag a lot, and I have mixed feelings on both. And so what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this set? Do you like this set? And until next time, have a great one.